Do you ever feel like life is just passing you by? Does your mind constantly dwell in the past or race ahead to the future? You're not alone. Our busy modern lives often make us feel disconnected from the present moment. But what if truly living in the now could transform your experience of life? What if it led to less stress, more creativity, deeper connections, increased productivity, and a profound sense of inner peace? In this video, we'll explore the immense power and benefits of living fully in the present moment. You'll discover how practices like mindfulness meditation can help anchor your awareness right here, right now. Thank you all for watching, and if you would like to see more Stoic content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you all again for watching and enjoy. Number 1. The now is all we have. The only moment we ever truly have is right now. The past is gone, and the future is uncertain. As human beings with active minds, we spend so much time dwelling on what has already happened or worrying about what may happen next. But the only time we can actually take action or experience life is in this present moment. The Stoic philosophers understood the power of living in the now. They saw that constantly reflecting on the past with regret or anxiously anticipating the future does nothing but create inner turmoil. When we are fully immersed in the present, we gain clarity and equanimity. Imagine you are hiking through a forest on a beautiful day. The sights, sounds, and smells of your natural surroundings captivate your senses. You feel the ground beneath your feet and the breeze against your skin. When you are truly present with each step, you gain an appreciation for the awe-inspiring beauty all around you. Dwelling on past worries or future plans would only distract you from this magical experience happening right now. This doesn't mean we should ignore lessons from the past or preparation for the future. But even as we reflect or plan, we must root ourselves in the here and now. When running a business meeting, enjoy the passion and ideas sparking in the room at this very moment. When playing with your children, immerse yourself in their laughter and joy rather than distractedly thinking about household chores. Practicing mindful presence takes gentle effort, but it allows us to fully participate in our lives. We open ourselves to new insights and ideas when we pay attention. We find more gratitude, more fascination, more connection. If the past and future steal too much of our focus, we are essentially missing out on the richness of being alive. So take time each day to reconnect with the present. Pause to smell a flower or savor a bite of food. Allow yourself to get lost in a piece of music or the colors of a sunset. Feel your lungs expanding with each breath. The now is all we have. Make the choice to show up for this moment and unlock the power of living fully. Number 2. Mindfulness and stress reduction. Our fast-paced modern lives are rife with stress. We rush through our tasks, worry about responsibilities, and endlessly plan for the future. This non-stop thinking and anticipating often manifests as anxiety or a sense of overwhelm. We carry the weight of the past and the uncertainty of tomorrow in our minds and bodies each day. The practice of mindfulness helps us release this stress by grounding us in the here and now. Research shows that mindfulness meditation physically changes the brain, reducing activity in the part called the me center that is linked to rumination and anxiety. When we intentionally focus on the present, the constant chatter in our minds begins to quiet down. Rather than getting caught up in regrets or speculation, we learn to calmly observe our thoughts as they pass through. We recognize that anxious thinking about the future is rarely useful or accurate. Dropping out of autopilot and into mindful presence allows our bodies to relax and reset. You can cultivate mindfulness throughout your day to tap into this peace and clarity. During your morning coffee, Pay attention to the warmth seeping into your hands and the rich aroma. Walking between meetings at work, notice the sensations of your feet meeting the floor and the flow of your breath. Washing dishes after dinner, feel the water's temperature and the smoothness of the plates. Small mindful moments like these interrupt the momentum of stressful thinking. Over time, the practice builds our resilience and allows us to meet each experience with more ease. We can't always control external events, but we can control where we place our attention. Learning to be fully present reduces the anxious chatter of the mind and connects us with an inner calm and stability. With the clarity of the present moment, our vision expands and we gain the insight to handle challenges with wisdom and grace. Number 3. Heightened sensory awareness. Mindless routine can often make our lives feel dull or flat. When we rush through our days on autopilot, absorbed in thoughts about the past or future, we miss out on the little details that make ordinary moments magical. Practicing mindfulness trains us to keep bringing our attention back to the present, and this heightened awareness profoundly deepens our experience of the world. For example, your regular morning walk around the neighborhood becomes utterly transformed when you decide to fully engage your senses. The cool morning air brushes gently over your skin. The scent of roses drifts on the breeze. The sidewalk feels solid beneath your feet. Bird songs and rustling leaves create a soft backdrop of sound. Vibrant colors pop out as you notice details like a red leaf crushed on the ground or sunlight glinting off a puddle. Mindful presence allows you to unlock the hidden beauty and fascination within mundane daily activities. Washing dishes becomes an exercise in noticing the swirling water, clinking glass, and smooth surfaces. Your commute is filled with ever-shifting clouds, music on the radio, and the hustle of people all around you. Even in a routine business meeting, you can become attuned to co-workers' body language, the passion behind their ideas, and your own reactions in the moment. When we pay attention, our senses open and the world comes alive. We rediscover childlike awe and curiosity. This expanded sensory awareness nourishes us and makes our lives feel richer. It also enables us to have deeper connections with others when we can share in the joy of noticing small delights, whether it's an unusual tree, a perfect cup of coffee, or a baby's infectious laughter. The more we ground ourselves in the present, the more radiant our ordinary lives become. Why swim through life barely noticing your surroundings when you can dive in fully awake? Number 4. Improved decision-making. We've all made choices in life that didn't turn out as expected. Often this is because our thinking was clouded by distracting thoughts about the past or future. When our mind is caught up in past regrets, fantasies about the future, or unwarranted anxiety, it becomes extremely difficult to make wise decisions. Practicing mindfulness helps anchor our thinking in the present moment, leading to greater clarity and discernment. When you need to make an important choice, take a few minutes to quietly pay attention to your breathing and physical sensations. This centers your mind and emotions, rather than letting them be swept away in mental chatter. From this grounded state, you can slowly tune in to the decision at hand without prejudice. See the situation with fresh eyes. Intuitively listen to your inner wisdom without letting restlessness or fear rush you along. When focused only on the present, you can assess all options accurately and determine the wisest course. For example, say you are offered a new job opportunity across the country. If you let anxiety about leaving friends or excitement about the change dominate your mind, you may make an impulsive decision, but seated quietly and centered in the now, you can objectively reflect on how the job aligns with your values, abilities, and growth. From a state of calm presence, you gain clarity. We all have an inner compass guiding us, but we can only hear it clearly when the mind is still. Mindfulness practice helps tune out mental noise so your own best insights can surface. When you are fully present, you see situations realistically rather than through the veil of hopes, fears, or prejudices. You become increasingly able to make sound choices aligned with your truth. Over time, this leads to greater fulfillment and peace of mind. Number 5. The art of active listening. In our fast-paced, distracted world, truly listening to one another has become a lost art. We are often too preoccupied with our own thoughts to fully tune in to what someone else is saying. Practicing mindful presence enhances our ability to actively listen with our full being. When you engage in a conversation, slow down and quiet your inner voice to fully focus on the other person. Make eye contact and turn toward them to help drown out distractions. Rather than thinking ahead to what you'll say next, concentrate on understanding their perspective, emotions, and meaning. Listen not just to their words, but the feelings behind them. From this centered state of presence, you'll gain insight you may have missed. You'll pick up on subtleties in body language that reveal deeper truths. Instead of listening through the filter of your own opinions, you'll receive their communication free of premature judgment. Mindful listening creates a safe space for others to open up and feel truly heard. It dissolves barriers and builds intimacy far more than simply talking back and forth. When someone feels listened to on a profound level, they walk away feeling validated and valued. Bring this presence into difficult conversations as well. If tempers flare, resist the urge to immediately react. Breathe and listen through the anger to the hurt or fear beneath it. Listening with empathy and focus, even when you disagree, often dissolves conflict. Finally, don't forget to listen mindfully to yourself too. Your inner voice shares wisdom to guide you if you slow down and pay attention. Tune out judgment so you can tune into your needs. Mindfulness teaches us that sometimes the greatest gift we can offer another person is the silence of our presence. Bringing your full attention to a conversation allows understanding to blossom. Number 6. Breaking the cycle of regret. We beat ourselves up again and again, paralyzed by guilt, shame, and self-judgment. This painful regret distracts us from the present moment. The Stoic philosophers taught that the past is ultimately outside of our control. Once something has happened, no amount of rumination will change it. However, we do have control over the present. Through mindful presence, we can break the destructive cycle of regret. Rather than endlessly analyzing how you could have done things differently, make peace with the reality of what has already occurred. Accept that we all miss the mark sometimes, and holding on to regret benefits no one. Have compassion for yourself and your past missteps. The present moment offers you a chance to move forward with wisdom. When feelings of regret arise, pause and find your breath. Recenter yourself in your body and the space around you. Release the tense grip of rumination and tune into the physical sensations, sights and sounds happening right now. This simple mindful shift lifts you out of the storyline of the past and grounds you in the present. From this place of presence, you gain perspective. See how clinging to regret only causes you pain. Discover the freedom of self-forgiveness. Use your strengthened awareness to make wiser choices moving forward. Rather than lashing out at yourself, listen to understand how certain situations trigger regret so you can respond thoughtfully. The present offers us life and possibility. Dwelling on the past steals our aliveness. With mindful presence, we can compassionately acknowledge our mistakes, take responsibility, and then drop regret to fully embrace the now. This frees us to live and learn. Number 7. Cultivating gratitude. It's human nature to take things for granted, We become so accustomed to the blessings in our lives that we stop noticing them. We get swept up in chasing bigger and better things and overlook the simple gifts right in front of us. Practicing mindfulness helps us cultivate gratitude by grounding us in the present. When we bring full awareness to our experiences, suddenly the mundane details of life light up with significance. The first sip of morning coffee with its rich aroma and warmth flooding your body becomes a joyful ritual to savor. A hot shower after a long day envelops you in total comfort. Enjoying dinner with loved ones fills you with appreciation for connection. Noticing these small delights throughout our day powerfully shifts our mindset from lack to abundance. Instead of dwelling on what we don't have, presence allows us to honor the gifts we've been given. Even challenges can contain hidden blessings. An illness might help you appreciate the gift of health, or a time of hardship, the gift of inner strength. Mindfulness trains us to witness our life unfolding with curiosity and care. You begin to approach each moment as if seeing, hearing, tasting, and touching for the very first time. When we pay attention, our senses come alive. Gratitude emerges naturally from this state of presence. You recognize at a deep level just how fleeting each experience is. This moment with your child, your pet, your partner, will never come again in exactly the same way. Being fully immersed in the temporary beauty of each moment fills you with gratitude and awe. Life becomes celebration, rather than searching for happiness in the next achievement, the next vacation, the next thing. Presence helps you recognize the profound happiness available right now in ordinary moments. Gratitude becomes an act of presence, a mindful honoring of the gifts of the now. Number 8. Enhanced creativity. The creative process thrives when we immerse ourselves completely in the present. Great artists, musicians, writers, and innovators throughout history have described how their best work emerges from a state of present-focused flow. By tuning out distractions from the past and future, we gain access to more spontaneous creative insight. Mindfulness meditation helps calm the chatter of the mind so we can tune into our deepest wisdom. Regular practice trains you to witness thoughts as they arise without getting carried away by them. In the stillness of present awareness, there is space for your inner voice to be heard. Without the inner noise, you're able to notice subtle impressions that may spark an inspired idea. You're receptive to guidance from your instincts rather than overanalyzing. Being fully awake to the present, you start seeing creative possibilities where others don't. Your senses become attuned to beauty and meaning all around you. From this grounded state of presence, you can begin actively brainstorming or working on a project without losing the connection to flow. When challenges arise, avoid frustration by continuing to breathe and reset to the now. Trust moments of pause or stillness as part of the creative process. They allow space for ideas to percolate. When we force creativity too aggressively, we deplete inspiration. By relaxing into the present, we create the right conditions for creative energy to blossom organically. From presence, your work taps into something greater than your individual self. Immerse yourself fully in your dance, writing, photography, cooking, or craft. Keep redirecting your attention anytime it wanders. Don't be distracted by thoughts of how the end result will turn out. Dropping out of clock time into timeless presence liberates the creative spirit. Number 9. Emotional intelligence. Being carried away by difficult emotions like anger, fear, or anxiety severely limits our ability to respond thoughtfully to life's challenges. Remaining anchored in the present moment is crucial for developing emotional intelligence. Mindfulness meditation teaches you to witness your feelings from a place of calm, detached awareness. Rather than getting swept up in an emotional reaction, you train yourself to notice, now I am feeling angry, or now I am feeling sad. This pause prevents you from lashing out or spiraling. From this state of presence, you create space to process the emotion before taking action. Where is this feeling coming from? What unmet need is triggering you? Taking time to understand the root of your emotions allows you to address issues skillfully rather than reacting blindly. Over time, this increased awareness transforms your relationship to your own feelings. You no longer have to be ruled by each passing emotion. You recognize your feelings as temporary states that do not define you, even if they feel intense in the moment. This equanimity fortifies your resilience. You become capable of experiencing all of life's emotional ups and downs while maintaining inner stability. Your sense of meaning and purpose stems from something much deeper than fleeting moods. By regularly taking moments to check in and name your emotions, you avoid build-up. Small annoyances don't erupt into fury. Disappointments don't cascade into despair. You catch rising feelings early and address them consciously. Remaining present helps safeguard your mental health and relationships. Instead of lashing out at others when upset, you give yourself time to cool down. With practice, you become skilled at navigating intense emotions with mindfulness, self-compassion, and wisdom. Number 10. The power of undivided attention. In our modern world, digital devices constantly vie for our attention. We get distracted by notifications, multitask between screens, and find our focus fragmented. But human beings function best by giving undivided attention to one task at a time with mindful presence. When you commit to being fully present for an activity, the quality of experience is enhanced. Whether you are reading for pleasure, listening to a colleague, or working out, presence allows you to get absorbed in the task. Without your mind constantly wandering, you gain momentum and flow. If writing an important email, eliminate all distractions and tune into the words you are crafting. If spending time with a loved one, make them the sole object of your focus rather than sneaking looks at your phone. When playing sports, tune into the sensations in your body and environment rather than thinking ahead. Research shows our brain has a limited capacity for attention. Constant digital stimulation overloads our cognitive bandwidth, leaving us drained. But practices like mindfulness meditation strengthen your attention muscle so you can bring wakeful presence to your important priorities. When you preserve periods of the day for intentional, focused work, you end up getting more done with less stress. The quality of your connections with others deepens when you are fully engaged. Any activity or relationship blossoms when given the gift of your undivided attention. Of course, we can't always be 100% present. Our minds naturally wander, but regularly reining in your attention creates focus, efficiency, and excellence. Strive to be here now, wherever you are. Your wholehearted participation infuses greater meaning into each moment. As we come to the end of this video, I hope you feel inspired about the incredible power of living in the now. When we anchor our minds in the present moment, our lives are transformed. Practicing presence allows us to reduce stress, unlock creativity, improve focus, build deeper connections, and tap into profound inner peace. By letting go of fixation on the past and future, we open to the gifts available here and now. I encourage you to take some time after watching to try a short mindfulness meditation. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and bring your full attention to your breathing. When thoughts arise, gently return your focus to the sensations of each inhale and exhale. Even just 5 minutes of present awareness can recalibrate your mind to be more fully engaged with your life. Begin incorporating mindfulness into your daily activities while eating, walking, listening to others. See how this simple practice shifts your state of being. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you taking time to reflect on the power of living fully in the now. I hope you feel inspired to awaken to the beauty and possibilities contained within each moment. Wishing you presence, peace and joy on your journey, and may you all find peace and serenity in the Stoic ways.